Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going for the Heart of Might up there in Sands of Karak, fighting King Khann. We're starting here at Blasted Steps Bell Station. So hopefully you have opened up the pathway up to Sands of Karak, where you can connect it here to the Bell Station. And you can just head out to the left, and we're going to be climbing up here basically to the shortcut to Sands of Karak. If you didn't do that, you can either check out my Sands of Karak video where we do that, or you can, I mean, you're just gonna have to go all the way around, unfortunately. So here we're gonna be climbing up to the bridge, another shortcut that you would have had to have unlocked in Sands of Karak. Style points if you use Silksong, but we're just jumping up through here. And we're heading to the Coral Tower, which we have been to before in Sands of Karak, but there was nothing for us there at that time. But now that we are in Act 3, we can pretty much go into King Khann's dream to get his heart. And so here we are, almost there. This is where we beat the giant conch fly, the second one. Here's our Coral Tower. You can read this lore here, a little bit of lore about King Khann, pretty much. So we're going to jump across, and you see all the soldiers and King Khann in the middle. However, there is a bench to the right. You can rest here, but it's not really necessary because we're going into his dream. So if you die, you'll just pop back up right in front of him. But pretty much you're going to pull out your old heart song or whatever that thing is, start playing that joint, and then here we go. And so we wake up in King Kong's dream world. I said King Khann. So you're gonna Silksong up, going through this little aquarium looking spot. Now to the right there is a little guy you can hit for some silk if you want. Up here there's also some guys that we're going to hit for some silk. And so you'll notice that after every round up here, you'll be able to kind of regenerate some silk from those guys. So here's our first wave. And so we got a bunch of new enemies in here. So these are the sword guys. The easiest way to deal with them is to just pogo their heads. They don't really have any, they have like one jumping attack, but they barely ever use it. So I'm not doing it here, but you'll see later, like pogoing their heads is pretty much the way to go. We got this new guy, super annoying. He throws like bone boomerangs. Like, dude, there's some really annoying enemies in these waves. But you pretty much are gonna want to take him out. You can also hit the bones back at him, which you'll see me do too sometimes. But now we have the bane of my existence, the good old conch flies. Now for them, you want to avoid getting them to like dash across at you. If you can get underneath them, you can kind of bait them to just dash down and dodge and smack them, kind of like that right there. And then so sometimes it'll just pop out these guys in a wave, which is kind of just like free silk for us. Here's a new one. It's like the mosquito with the needle. Super annoying, kind of has, it's very fast and has dangerous attacks that are hard to dodge. So if you can, kind of try to get rid of those as fast as possible. And so now we got the triple threat here. All these guys separately aren't too bad, but combined together, like you've got the one guy on the ground kind of pushing you, the one guy dashing across at you, and one guy just throwing stuff at you. It's pretty hard to deal with, not gonna lie. And so after that, we have finished the first wave. You'll hear the King Khann roar. We can kill these guys down here for some more silk and heal up. Now we're gonna climb up to our next level and do our second round. And so each round will somewhat get progressively harder. So we got some more new enemies. They're like termites or something. And so they'll just jump around and shoot these circle things at you. scythes or something. They're not too bad. You kind of have to chase them down. They'll try to run away from you. And so what really gets you is the combinations of these enemies. So you kind of want to just take them out as quick as possible. So here we're pogoing the sword guy. Now we got Big Papa here, who will kind of smash around at you, but you can jump up and hit him enough to just take him out before he can attack. And then he'll spawn some of them little babies that will pretty much just be free silk for us. Now these guys, I would suggest trying to pogo their heads and at least killing one of them before they start attacking. Because once they're both shooting off these conches, it's a little difficult to dodge. So now we got these two, which is a kind of nasty combo. You can see I have a lot of trouble with these two in particular. And so, yeah, I'm just getting the crap beat out of me by the mosquito. He's just so fast. So I'm about dead. We killed a mosquito, and so here I'll show you how you can kind of hit these bones back at this guy. And so that will kill him, or it'll damage him and potentially kill him. So then we got Fatso here, another new enemy. He'll just run across, he jumps around, so you can't only pogo him, but pretty much whenever he lands or stops moving, you can just pogo him. And he actually doesn't have like too much health. I mean, he's got more than the others pretty much, but he's not like super hard or anything. So every time he does an attack, just dodge it and then pogo him. You could probably pogo him a lot more than I am right here. But we get rid of him. And next, these guys are also pretty much free silk, except the spiky ones are a little kind of tricky. So just be careful around the spiky ones. We got another bone guy here. Bone toss mini game. And I actually hit him with every single bone he threw, so that was cool. 2 conch flies, which this is a little more difficult because now we can't move through the arena all the way. But yeah, you can kind of see I'm baiting them to just drill downwards instead of across. So that way we can just get in some easy hits. So now we got the double Fatsos, which when they run across, they'll destroy that crap on the ground. So that's good. But yeah, pretty much you're just going to want to jump around. I thought they couldn't hit me in this corner, but you'll see you're actually not safe in the corners. So don't stay in one space too long, but just keep on pogoing them. I am using Ascendant's Grip. It's probably going to help you a lot through these wave battles. Sticking on the wall, you'll see like it saves me a lot. Like it's really good in this little wave fight. And so we have completed our second wave of enemies. So now we're climbing up to our third wave, which this is the one you basically want to finish these 3 first waves first. Or at least get them out the way, because we will make a shortcut after these. So if you can get through the 3rd wave, you won't have to keep doing them. Basically, you'll start at the last wave, which is King Khann. So keep grabbing these guys, they'll give you some silk. And so you'll see each wave introduces like new enemies too. So double swords and a termite. You can see just pogoing them kind of gets rid of them pretty quick. The termite, yeah. So okay, so you see how that one killed him. So sometimes when new enemies come in, the spikes will kill the old ones in there. So you kind of got to get lucky with that though, but it is very helpful. So now we got the conch and the dude throwing crap at us, like so annoying. Another conch. So you kind of got to really get used to dodging these guys. So here I'm hitting his bones back at him. It's like a mini game, dude. It's pretty fun. And we almost got him. You could also just try to run up and get him, but I didn't want to risk it because of the spikes in the middle of the arena. So now we got spikes on the sides. But these guys are just pogoable, so not even a challenge. So now we got Big Papa in here. So just dodge him and just keep smacking, get some free silk. And here's a new guy who looks a lot more kind of hard than he actually is. He kind of shoots out this nectar that will hurt you, so just dodge that. But other than that, like you can see, he didn't even take that many hits, to be honest. And we got a free silk round. Got a fat soul. And so now they're gonna start to like spawn other guys in with him, which is actually kind of difficult. Because now we have to dodge the termite and the fat dude. But you'll see it. They're not really too hard, I guess, in this round. I say that, but every time I say that, someone in the comments is like, oh, he said it's not too hard. He's crazy. But now the floor is spiked, so you have to stay on the walls. And you're going to have to kill all these guys. So you'll kind of see in a minute what I mean. So we have one of these guys. Jump over and start pogoing him, and you can just take him out. And now I was waiting here because I thought something else would spawn in, but it won't until you kill the very last little heart looking dude. Or fish, whatever it is. So we got this guy spawning in. He will break the floor for us, so that's good. And then a mosquito will come in too. And yeah, the mosquitoes are like probably the most annoying in my opinion. But we took care of it fairly quickly. Just got rid of him. So now we got a sword guy and our nectar guy. Not too difficult again. We took the sword dude out real quick. And so yeah, if you bait him across, you can kind of keep smacking underneath him. That'll bring him down a good little bit. And so we should be getting to the last round here. So double termites, which is always annoying. Took out one. So here's our last one, and you'll see this one. So we did get fully healed. I'm trying to chase this one down, and he just keeps dashing out of the way. Run away, run away. And we finally get him there. And so now we're stuck only on the ground. We got two big papas here. The one I killed before he could attack, and the other one hit me twice. So, and then that's gonna be it for this round. Make sure you hit all these guys so you can get your silk. Heal up. And so luckily you have reached a checkpoint because we can climb up here and knock down this giant stalactite, and that will make it so we don't have to do any of those first three waves that we just beat. So we do have one final wave here, and this one you're pretty much just gonna have to repeat every time you fight King Khann. So luckily you can actually knock these guys into the spikes in this spot, so you'll see that happens a couple times. So if you kind of rush them and get them towards the edge, you can just knock them off. The flying ones, I'm pretty sure you can't do it to them. But we got the nectar guy here and the bone thrower. So you can see I knocked the termite into the spikes there. And sometimes those guys will just be running around and knock themselves into the spikes. So some more free silk guys. Look out for the spikes. And now here's what I mean when I say you need to go ahead and try to pogo one. Because I pogoed him straight into the spikes to get that out of the way. Took care of Big Papa. Taking out these little guys. I do get hit by the stalactite when I was trying to heal, so that is unfortunate. And so you can see the termite killed itself. So thank goodness for that. And we just pogo the sword guys. And now we got the triple threat again. So we took out the sword guy pretty quick. And I'm just going ham on the mosquito, so I took him out. And now we just got our bone thrower. So we can play our little mini game again if we want to. And we have completed it. So now at this point, you'll hear him roar, the ceiling will burst open. You're going to want to run into the middle and use your silk sword immediately. And so this will bring us up to King Khann's arena. So I apologize for the laggy gameplay. I don't know what was going on here, but that's what happened. So just that one part was laggy though. Now King Khann himself is like not that difficult. Like the wave battles I feel like are way more difficult than he actually is. Ascendant's grip is really good against him. I would definitely use that. But you can see he's got a couple different attacks. And so when he shoots one up, you can run towards him and get some free hits in. When he does the diagonal one across the top, you can run and get some free hits. When he shoots one across the bottom, you can hit him and then jump. He leaves himself open quite a bit. So you can see you jump over. So now I'm under it so I can get some hits in. The cross one I kind of leave alone. I don't want to get caught in that. So now we're under it again. We get our hits in. And just when he gets dizzy, just go ham. So that's our favorite time when he uses them two attacks that gives us free hits. Now when he does that move, where he kind of like pops stuff out all over the arena, that's how you know you are 1/3 of the way there. So you're getting there. And so just pretty much you're just going to be waiting for an opening. And for the most part, if you get on the wall with the Ascendant's grip, you can dodge basically every single attack, I think. So back underneath for some hits. Alright, we dizzied him again. And he'll roar, and then this is how you know you're 2/3 of the way there. So he'll start to shoot the stalactites from the ceiling. And so now he'll start kind of getting a little tricky where he does like multiple attacks at once. So let's start throwing like 2 or 3 attacks. And you can see Ascendant's grip was saving me right there. And so yeah, I mean it's kind of just a game of dodging where all these stalactites are and just waiting for you to get to grab an opening, I guess. So you'll notice, like I said, the move where he shoots one up and the move where he shoots one diagonally across, those are pretty much like surefire openings, like right there. Like you can definitely get some hits in when he does those moves. So if all else fails, just wait for those moves. And here we are. Defeated the big man himself. And so we spawn back out. He'll drop his heart. And that will be it for the Heart of Might. So you can grab it. It's the Crusted Heart, I think. The Encrusted Heart, not the Crusted Heart. But that's our second heart. I think this one was a little easier than Carmelita. Anyways, we're gonna go grab our third heart in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys in the next one.